Welcome to Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. There are certain games along the way that define your season, and this certainly will be one of them, a top 5 showdown. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback making checks. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll send the back in motion. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Stop in the backfield, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great push and penetration from that defensive front. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for just a second about TCU and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference.
Maybe a crease. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for a crease to the left. Inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. He wants to change this route. He'll try to get it through the air. Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming up.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Swings it out to the flat. Gives him the big stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He might want another play. Beck's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bugged the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. On the ground, it's Payne. Racing down the left side. Past the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Lacey. Breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. We've reached a break, and TCU is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Lacey. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Sent it downfield. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Inside the 35. Finding some room. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? And that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Sharks circling, crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Craig. Fires quickly. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He just threw it away. I get not wanting to throw an interception, but you think he might want to keep that play alive.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
The Rebels will go for it on fourth down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Trying to make magic, and it's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rebels will snap it on first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Taken by TCU, it's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He tries to take the top off. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Here's a little room there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
TCU calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. He gets just a few links away from that 1st down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the Red Wolves who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Sun Belt.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the... There he goes! And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Got a little grass. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Finding an escape route. He's loose. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the touchdown Rebels. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There's a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Craig. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Trying to do it on the ground. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Touchdown, TCU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Well, on that 4th down play, you're just trying to move the chains, right? You're just trying to get enough to get the first down. Instead, that running play turns into a home run. There was a missed tackle. He got into the open space, and he takes it all the way.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points up with that 79-yard run to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let it go. Snags it down the right side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he's...
Maybe some room here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. time with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Craig. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll try the left side. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Snap to the back. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Horned Frogs answer right back.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The run inside. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man, it's Cook. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The offense changing the play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Well, it's just a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, he's still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Both of these teams off to perfect starts in conference play, and one trying to stay atop the heap. In the red area, it's Lacey. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollard.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Making side adjustments here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving out to the right. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. The Rebels surge back on top.
Oh, those hurt. I mean, you got them backed up. You got them in a 4th down situation. You got the play initially stopped, but playing scrambling quarterbacks, you got to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep running around, making things happen, and the QB does a great job on 4th down, getting in the end zone, making the big play.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, TCU! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Horned Frogs answer right back.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Got a little space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially...
Lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Buys a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. On target to the left. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Complete. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Rebels surge back on top.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Turning it on. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Horned Frogs answer right back.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss.